Braddock's grave. I'm going to tell him about it. Well, hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
That's right, we're here back at General Braddock's grave in, I don't know, Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. Is that what it is? Farmington County?
It's Farmington County, let's just put it that way.
So we did a video way back about General Braddock's grave. I'll put a link to it somewhere up here. You could go check out the history and stuff like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of a walk around with the good DJI camera. And we were going to try a 360, but that's not quite working out with us. And maybe we might do a little bit of investigation down there at the original burial site, and see if we pick up anything. The whole time while we're walking around, though, we do have the obelisk that's going to be going, and we'll see if we pick something up.
Okay.
Sound good? All right, here we go. Alright, we do have the obelisk turned on. It has been calibrated, so it's got its original words out of the way there. So, yeah, this is the part of the original Braddock highway that went through here. Braddock Road. See how it branches off there. And we're going to go down to here, the original grave site. In another video, it talks about why he was buried there, but we'll probably say that again because we like to repeat ourselves here at Panic D videos. So we stopped here. Uh-oh, we got something. We stopped here.
Yank!
Uh-oh, we got something.
Yank.
Yank.
We are Yankees.
Yank.
But I don't think that's the right word. So maybe they're going to yank your chain a little today.
Maybe. So that's what it's saying. We originally stopped down here in 2017 and it was pouring rain. It rained this morning. It's not raining now. But you see the monument up there, that's where most of his remains are now. They moved him. General Braddock was Colonel Washington at the time, his commanding officer, who was mortally wounded during the battle here. And you could see this was the original road, the Braddock Road.
And from there, you can see just down this path is his original grave.
And we're going to go down there to that little sign down there. That was his original burial site, and they moved him. So the legend goes, I think we did a little bit of research on this to kind of prove the documentation of it, was they were restoring this road a little bit, and the workers came across a body buried in the middle of the road, and through letters from General Washington, well, he was a general at the time, but they found out that they actually buried General Braddock right here in the middle of the road, and then ran buggies up and down his gravesite to kind of hide it, because this was a battle, French-American War battle, and they were worried about the Native Americans were going to come and desecrate the gravesite. So if you watch that other video, it'll fill in some of the blanks. That's going by memory. I haven't watched it in a while, but I think that's pretty close to
Yeah, pretty good.
what's in the other one. So you want to read what that says there?
Sure. This tablet marks the spot where Major General Edward Braddock was buried July 14th, 1755. His remains were removed in 1804 to the site of the present monument.
Okay, so the original interment right here was actually presided over by George Washington. And, of course, there were paranormal claims to this area right here. And it is, I'm not going to lie, a little bit creepy down here. Kind of quiet, creepy.
And it's right here next to a little creek.
Yeah, we've got a little creek going on over here. Do you hear something up there?
No, I heard something back here. I just came around to take a picture and something. There's living in the woods. Imagine that.
I thought I heard something up there. See, our original, well, my original idea was to set up the 360 camera here. But those files are huge. But those files are huge. But those files are huge. So we'll probably only be able to do a couple minutes. It's like raining underneath the trees. It's not raining outside. It's under the trees. You think? You think it's the wind, Mare?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Just rustling what's in the trees.
I'm not picking up anything on that. You want me to try a spirit box?
Okay, what you do?
Could you take this? If there's anybody down here, you could come and communicate with us. Not allowed to use our energy at all, but we have a device over there that you could speak into. Marianne's got a recorder going. You do have your recorder going, yes?
Of course I do.
And I'm holding one in my hand here that you can come and speak to. Maybe leave us a message.
Looks like somebody came and left you a flower. That was nice. I don't really see any others like it, so they must have brought it with them from maybe Common Park or something.
Yeah, so this part here, right here, is a little bit more interesting to us than the actual. Yeah, it's more kind of weird like that. But, let's see if we'll walk back out and see if that goes off at all. It did on the way back. What did it say?
On the way down here it said yank.
Yank. Wonder where about that was. We could go up by the actual tomb up there. can't believe it was like, there's nobody here. There wasn't at the other place either. A secret grave. This right here is George Washington. Right there. So you want to read that?
What part?
It's over here.
Major General Edward Braddock, Commander-in-Chief of British forces in North America, traveled over the road traced below on June 25, 1755. Marching north with his 2,400-man army, the 60-year-old Braddock was under orders to capture Fort Duquesne and force the French from the upper Ohio Valley. However, disaster struck a few miles from Fort Duquesne on July 9. There they collided with about 200 French and 600 Indians. Disorganization and fear seized the British as they suffered about 900 casualties, more than half killed out of the 1,400 engaged. Braddock himself was mortally wounded. On July 13th, the British camped near here, and Braddock died that night. He was buried under the road in an unmarked grave to keep it from being disturbed by Indians. In 1804, workmen repairing this section of Braddock Road discovered what is believed to be Braddock's original gravesite, just down the hill to the left. His remains were then reinterred on this hill, and granite monument added in 1913 to mark the grave.
So I kind of remembered most of that pretty good.
You did pretty good.
Alright, well, we're walking back to the car. Marianne just got lagoon on the obelisk. Don't know what that means. But we're documenting it anyways. So we got lagoon and yank.
Yes, and not actually 30 feet apart from where they originally were, because right as we started going down the stairs here is where it happened for yank, and right there was lagoon. So both of the words that we actually got are in pretty much the same area. Nothing down by either one of the grave sites.
And I left my cell phone in the car.
Yes, you did.
There's no electric lines around here. So that's definitely interesting. I'll meet you back in a second. There we go. Alright, now I think we can hear you. Is there anybody out here roaming in the trees? Down by the original gravesite of General Braddock? Major General Braddock. I better get that right. Make it out?
No.
What's that pointing at?
Your hand now. It was your chest. Does that kind of look like a bayonet? It's not.
We've come a long way to talk to you. Is there a message you'd like to give us? General Braddock, are you still here?
I'm not quite making out what you're saying.
Were you happy that your men buried you here in the road?
I asked a couple minutes ago if you got all the pieces when they moved you, or if they missed something.
Said something. A lot of times we don't hear this back until we watch the video back.
That's me blowing away mosquitoes that are attacking me.
Alright, well, if you left us a message, we want to thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we got a couple things.
Didn't know
Nothing
what
I
they
would-
were.
Yeah, nothing I would call conclusive, but yeah, the rains have stopped, so in come the insects, which is time for us to leave before we get carried away.
And I definitely will.
Alright, I guess that's pretty much it. Our second visit to General Braddock's gravesite. Sites. Grave sites. But this time we did get to go to Fort Necessity. That's that fort they were talking about where they stayed up the street, and we'll have a video about that. And Mount Washington Tavern, which was up there. We stopped there, and yeah, pretty cool place. If you're ever out in this area, just stop by and say hi, see what you see, or hear what you hear. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Nope.
Nope. Hey, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!